nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler, but you would think that the evening.
Yeah. I mean, you
It's
want it to be a little bit cooler to have fire in the fire pit.
yeah.
Because having a fire in the fire pit in Key West would do absolutely nothing to make you feel good.
Spring in Arkansas, it's cool. We had the big storm with thunder and lightning, and it was 61 degrees today. All the little green leaves are coming out on the trees, and spring flowers are starting to bloom.
It felt warmer than 61 degrees
But
today.
that's what it said.
Yeah, I know that's what it said. So, what were the highlights of this trip for you?
Wow. For me, it was just going through all these different regions of the South. I've never been so immersed in the southern states, and I found that
In Southern culture.
in Southern culture and Southern history, there's
Yeah.
quite a bit because, there was the Civil War, and we got to see that museum and graveyard, and then there was World War II, and we got to see that, and then we got to see kind of a really good portion of how people live here. Of course, you're traveling through rural roads in poor sections of the South.
Yeah. We saw a lot of Confederate flags.
No, of course, this is where these are the states. And
Yeah, I totally get that. I guess I'm just a little surprised to see as many Confederate flags as we saw.
I'm not surprised, but what I really loved was being able to have authentic Southern food. I mean, from the seafood up in the Keys down to the, what do we have? The Keys down to New Orleans, where we had the beignets of various sorts. We had the rice and beans, the jambalaya.
More beignets.
More beignets, more boys. I think the only thing we didn't have was etouffee, which I'm sorry, but we had a lot of good food, good authentic Southern food.
Yeah, we did.
And I
A lot of grits.
Oh yeah, I mean grits are such a thing, so I bought a lot of grits. Bought a lot of ingredients to make these food at home. I'm excited about that.
And the best part is, we have 2 frozen key lime pies in the freezer right now.
Well, it's to share with our friends.
Yes, it is.
I can make a whole Southern themed party with the stuff I have.
Well, you don't have to go overboard. You can just invite them over for key lime pie.
Oh, no, I like food dinners. So
Okay,
we'll
now
see.
there you go. We'll figure that part out.
Okay.
let's see. So you like Key West and New Orleans. Any other place that stood out to you?
Yeah, actually Vicksburg for its military history. I didn't know much about the Civil War, and the Vicksburg Military Park was, amazing in that they laid out all of these markers so that you can see the places of battle, the different regiments, the different states, both Union and Confederate, and the people that were prominent in the war. So that was just about the best, way to reenact the Civil War for us.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. And they had one of the U.S. military cemeteries there that was just ginormous. And it was all people who had been killed during the Civil War. Not necessarily just in Vicksburg, but it was also Civil War veterans buried in that cemetery. And it just...
It was profound.
It was profound.
Super busy day.
He did.
Starting at the City Park dog park here. And then meeting that lady, the local lady that told us a great place to go in the afternoon to the Cedar Glade Park. And before that, we got to go to the Superior Bathhouse Brewery again, where Toby got to sit inside, and we had very delicious lunch.
Toby would walk down Bourbon Street and everybody wanted to pet him. He was like an attraction down there. He got so much attention. We would sit down at a restaurant that would allow dogs out. We'd be out on the patio, and people would come up and just want to pet him because he is a pretty awesome dog. Yeah, he is. He's just an awesome dog. And one of the really cool things that we did in New Orleans was they had a dog park. So they have a place called City Park, and it's like one of the biggest municipal parks in the United States, bigger than Central Park. And it has a dog park there called City Park. And you have to get a permit to go to City Park. So you have to show all of your, you make sure your dog's got all of its vaccinations and it's up to date on everything. And we paid, I think, $10 for a week at City Park. Oh, speaking of City Park. Hey, dude, shut up. Toby, Toby, put a lid on it. Nobody wants to listen to you in this video. But anyway, it's a 4-acre. Dude, why don't you sit down? Here, you come here. You sit with me. So, City Park is a 4-acre dog park. It's all grass. It's got lots of trees. It's got a 1/4-mile walking path around it. So a lot of the people that take their dogs there will do laps around the walking path while their dogs are doing laps with the other dogs. It's got 2 swimming pools. It's got a fire hydrant that shoots water up in the air and out on the sides, which Toby loved because he would try to drink out of the water, either being shot up in the air or shot out the sides. He thought that was pretty cool. And he had a buddy there named Roscoe. Roscoe was a blue tick hound.
Greenhound.
And when Toby would show up at the dog park, Roscoe would run up to the fence and just start howling. So the two of them, once Toby got in the dog park, the two of them would just run off together, headbutting each other the whole way, but having a great time. So that was City Park, and we were so fortunate to find out about that place. It was great. It was definitely worth the $10 for a week of dog park.
One big thing about this trip is that we were using the Bring Fido app very heavily. So every new place that we went to, we would look on the app for dog-friendly restaurants and dog-friendly activities. And that was such a huge help. And we kind of made this dog-centric. We would start every morning in a dog park, meet some locals, and they would tell us, kind of tips.
Where to go and what to do. Oh, there we go. Hey, Toby. Toby. You're blocking the camera. Come here.
Anyway, so Toby got a huge amount of attention no matter what state we were in. So
yeah.
I think he's a celebrity.
Yeah, he should be.
Right.
When we were in Nashville, he got invited into one of the honky-tonk bars by the bouncer, who was down on his hands and knees on the sidewalk, loving Toby as we walked by. And
oh yeah, and then somebody from the Doggist, it's our social media platform, I guess, for people who love dogs, took his photos.
yeah.
So that was pretty common, things like that to happen.
So Toby got to listen to country music in a honky-tonk bar. Loved every minute of it. So he's been swimming in both the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico now.
Yeah.
So he's pretty happy about all of that. So this is it from from here for the next 3 days, it's just a sprint to get home.
Yes.
We're in Arkansas. We got about 1,000 miles, maybe more to go to get home.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of driving. But we've had a pretty awesome time so far. So what's today?
Today's Thursday, April 14th.
Thursday. So Tuesday was 6 weeks
Oh,
on this trip.
you're kidding me.
No, why would I kid you?
You tricked me into going for more than 6 weeks.
I didn't
Oh my
trick you
God.
into it.
Yeah,
We're
you
gonna-
did. You did. I was like really nervous about going
shit.
on a 6-week trip with
Why
you.
did I have to say that?
Yeah. You can't take it back though.
Think
Tours.
about where can you get dog boarding when the dog can't participate with you on a particular event like scuba diving. And you know, one of the things that was unfortunate in all of this was, ow, hey,
He's
Stop
trying
it.
to
Stop it.
interject his own opinion
Yes.
here.
So
He says, Dad, you got it wrong.
He says, when we went scuba diving, we had to crate him for a while, like 5 hours. Hey, stop it! Do I have to smack you in the head? No.
Hey, Dad, that's
No.
not appropriate.
That's not good.
He's
You
just
don't
like
bite. You don't bite.
he's like an elementary school kid.
He's cute.
Yes.
Hey, stop it!
He has high energy, high curiosity, and high prey drive.
Right, the squirrels. He loves squirrels. You stop